Happy Monday, Senior Fly Girl. Let's get started. First thing I want to do is cover something that somebody has brought to my attention that they need help with. So let me pull this up and make sure we are good to go on sound. Yep, there we go. We're good on sound. Now I'm looking for Pookie Puppy. I want to see if she's out there right now. This will be going out to her. And the many other people that need to know a couple things about your clippers before we get started on Sunny. First of all, I'm not joking, and I've never been joking when I say if you don't use your clippers very often and you're struggling a little bit to just open them up, do it over a bed, okay? I mean that. I like really mean it. Okay, so I really want you to do it over a bed. Why? Because if my blade hits this hard surface or even a towel, I'm still right at the edge of touching my equipment. So right at the edge, anything can bounce off. And how do I know that? Maybe because it happened to me, but not recently, a very long time ago. So I've taken what I've learned over the years and delivered it to your living room, your cell phone, your social media, right there for free. I'm telling you how to save your equipment. And I'm not telling you as if I have never done it myself. So a lot of things I've either seen happen, been through it, heard about it from my clients, and I really want you to remember that I'm trying to help you. So when I tell you something, I mean it. So I mentioned over the years, if you're going to open up your clipper, and meaning even if you're going to open it all up, do it on a platform that you have control over. Now, I don't know about you, but the older I get, there is definitely arthritis happening in my hands and my back. So when you are messing with stuff that now is harder to do, you should stop and go to bed. You should stop and take your equipment or change. Man, get a laundry basket and do it inside there, because then it ain't gonna jump around and fly around the wire pulls and hit your foot, this and that. Get a big box. The box can go flying. So a laundry basket is pretty light. You can't lose a lot of stuff in a laundry basket. So you put it in the laundry basket and you start popping stuff around. You're like, it's not coming. Here's some tricks. So let me get my 5-speed. I'm going to have it here, but I'm going to put this wire right here in front of my tummy. So if it falls, hopefully it don't fall hard or it don't fall all the way to the ground before I have a chance to grab it. So I'm pressuring my wire right here by my tummy, and I've got my clipper here. Now let's say I don't really feel confident in my clipper because I don't use it like Dee Dee does every day, hours during the day, and you don't have 20 years experience. Okay, cool. Get your laundry basket, or how about this? Sit down on the floor. I would say sit down on a couch and do it in your lap with a towel. You might get a little hairy, but things can still fall down to the floor. And I know some of y'all can't sit on the floor because of your age, and yes, that's true. If you're clowning on them, you just wait till you get older, honey. Some people cannot get down on the ground and get back up on their own anymore, and that's reality. And if you don't know those types of people, come with me and let's go visit them together. Because as we get older, getting up and down off the floor is harder. And some of y'all out there ordering my clipper, I applaud you. You're above the age of 55 and you're grooming your own pet. You live in the country. You don't have a groomer near you. Your groomer is sick now. People around you are too far now. There's no one around you at all. Someone harmed your dog and you don't trust anybody no more. I get your calls. I'm hearing you. And so when you are using your equipment, I have lots of video equipment, videos. But I have a lot of equipment videos for you to watch. You just have to go to my channel, and if you don't know how to look for my videos on just my channel, you need to Google how to do that. How do I look for someone's videos just on their dashboard, just on their YouTube channel, just on their TikTok? How do I look for that person only? Because what I mean is, I know there's a lot to watch, and we all watch it. But if you're sitting there with your clipper struggling and you don't know how to look for my clipper video, you have a problem. Because I have done a video on everything that I do. And I need you to know how to find it. Because yesterday, Miss Pookie called me, and then I was busy, and I called her back finally. By this time, God knows what happened. She had already said, screw it. She went ahead and used her clipper while it was sounding like it was a mess, or she just had to ditch it and start using her hand scissoring, which she's not good at. So whatever's happening, I'm like, stop and pull out your phone and go, My Favorite Groomer, dashboard, videos, swipe right. In the search engine, just type in clipper or blade. Now here we go. I'm going to show it to you right now so I can pull this off later and do its own video for you guys who are still struggling every now and then. And a quick refresher on how to open up your blade and put a guard on and change blades, and just the reminder of how important it is to safeguard your equipment. And sometimes I'll be giving you all some good discounts or kit prices. If you come out and you get a clipper for $200, $300, $400, you do not want to drop that. No, you don't want to drop it. And like this piece right here, this blade guard piece, I wonder if I should take it off. This piece right here, I can't even get it right now. So when you break something, that protects your guard. That protects your blade. And if you break it, which we all do, or you pop it off, or you keep popping it off, you ain't keeping it clean, and you buy some of y'all bought five of them from me. I was like, man, they must be breaking them or throwing them away easy. It gets dirty under there if you don't keep it clean and you keep popping it off, or the side breaks. Equipment parts are hard to come by right now. No joke. You might order it somewhere else and not even get the right one that fits that clipper. So for real, you want to take care of your equipment. So everything I tell you is not because I want to tell you what to do, because even I hate to be told what to do. I want to educate you so you can know what to do, so you can avoid dropping really expensive equipment. Okay? So here we go. We've got my Andis 5-speed, and this goes for most every other clipper as well. I can't speak for other brands very much because every brand is different, but let's say you have the Andis AGC 2-speed, or the Andis, which they don't make anymore, the Andis 2-speed plus. They don't make that no more. If you want to know about some stuff, call me. If you have something you need to buy parts for, call me. And you can call me by Googling My Favorite Groomer's phone number. You can call me by going to myfavoritegroomer.com and you got to do some research. Don't be like, this is all I know. I need you to gain some knowledge. And knowledge is in a lot of search engines. You just type in a question nowadays and it usually gives you a step-by-step answer. So here is your clipper. And I'm going to zoom in so you can see it. Okay, are you ready for this? This is so important because she just dropped her clipper yesterday. And she just upgraded to the 5-speed, which I was like, no, you didn't drop that. You haven't even used it 10 times. Here we go. We're coming in closer because you don't have to look all down here and all that. So if you don't know how to, like when you do the cord, I'm going to just mention it. When you cover your cord so it doesn't tangle and wrap up around you and get all, that pisses me off. If I'm sitting here spinning and all that crap. This has a cord cover. I sell these. If you do that, you need to take this all apart and wrap this cord. When you take it all up, open the two screws, open it up. That's all you need to do. Two screws, open it up. This piece comes out, which is a hook to hang. This hook comes out. This cord is in there with two plug-ins to an electrical plug-in in there. You're going to take some tools. If you don't know what you're doing, you better get some help. Don't break it or it's out. It's connected to a motherboard. You're going to pop. And yup, you got to be careful, tight, and steady, and pop those cords off the motherboard so you don't rip the motherboard out. Then you take this and you wrap this all separately. That way you don't kink it up in here, which I've done before, which is why I'm telling you what to do. You don't kink it up in here and break the interior of this cord. Okay? Boom, easy. The screws here are two different sizes. So I had one lady send me her clipper and said it don't work no more. She can't, the case don't work, this and that. You know what she done? She put these screws here. Wrong. You need to put these screws back where they belong. You need to put these screws back where they belong. And if you don't know this already, one of the best ways to handle, you can record yourself with your own cell phone, which I sell tripods that are awesome, or you can take a picture, take it all out, lay it exactly how it went, take another picture. And as things start to fall on the floor and all this and that, then you can steadily come back to look at your picture and keep that in mind for everything you do. I even mean this. I had a pet sitter come into my house. She was one of the best. I didn't have to do no training with her. She came in and the first thing she did, well, actually before she even arrived, I'm going to tell you this is important. She shared her location with me and said, Dee Dee, I'm on my way. You're headed to the airport in about 2 hours. I am driving to you now. Here's my location. And while she stayed in my house as a pet sitter, she shared her location the entire time. And she didn't mind having cameras on her the entire time while she watched my pets. Why do I say that? Because I'm that person too. So if I'm available and you need pet sitter, or you need pet sitter training to be the best of the best, call me. We're going to set you apart from every other pet sitter out there. No joke. I'm in Fort Worth, Texas. Let's get you booked up. Because what I hate finding is I had to interview 45 pet sitters to find one that did things without me asking the way I liked. And she isn't going to be available 365 times during the year. She's going to be available on her schedule. So, I know a lot about what you need to know as a pet sitter. One thing she did, when she showed up at my house the very first time, she took pictures of everything. And maybe that was to protect her too. She came through my house and said, I'm going to take pictures of everything. She did sign a non-disclosure. So she can't go share my whole house with everybody. That's illegal once you sign a non-disclosure. But you might want that too. You might have a business like me. You might have things that you're doing that you want people not to share with social media. So you ain't got some strangers showing up at your house. You do what you need to do to run your business. My point is, she took pictures of everything. So when I got back a week later and I arrived home, she could refer right back to the picture of like, where was everything at? And I'm going to put it back. Food for thought. Take a picture. I have people run up on me while I'm shopping and they want to get my business card. And I'm like, hey, I ain't got one. Take a picture of my cargo van. Everything's on it. Phone number, website, everything. Take a picture. Let's not forget about that, okay? You can take a picture. Training, when I do training with you guys, it can lead into like hours because there's so much knowledge to tell you that just reasons why. I like to give you reasons why it makes sense. Here we go, let's get started. On the Andis 5-speed, at least the ones they make today, and I want to say probably on all of them, but I am looking at one that I've had for about, I think 11 years now, or 11, 12, 13. I'd have to go back to the video to see when I first started using it. I've never had it serviced. I've never had a problem with it, except one weird time. One weird time, I noticed it was like really overheating. This was in the first 1.5 to 2 years I was using it. And even after that, I've never had it serviced. I didn't run to the service department. I said, why are you having a problem? And I take that back. That one time I told you I didn't take the cord out, yeah, within 2 weeks the cord was shot because I had left the cord in when I put the monkey cord on. So I did take it in for them to clean it and take the cord out and put a new cord in because at that time I wasn't ordering anything. I wasn't ordering the parts for clippers. Now I am. So now I have parts. So when you have because parts are expensive, a cord is like almost $40 alone. For real. And we had a shortage of cords for 2 years. We couldn't get cords. What? And I still think we can't get them now. We got some and then it went back to like the last thing they want to make, okay? But I lost my train of thought. So when you are about to take I have to come back to it. There's so much I want to tell you, but we got to get to work too. This is, Pookie Puppy, this is for you, baby. Okay, so let's just get to it. So most of the clippers here on the 5-speed have this button. Sonny, are you chewing your feet? Your feet have a problem? He's got allergy issues. I'll have to come back to that later. I don't even know if somebody knows my train of thought, throw it out there, I'll finish it. I'm so sorry, I've got so much on my brain. So here we go, back here. So I'm holding it on the table because I'm showing you and I don't want to drop my clipper. Now if you put a towel here, everything's still slippery. I've got my cord here out by my tummy. I've got my 5-speed here and there's a button right there. okay? That button needs to go hand in hand with what I do. Boom, so boom and push. It's a one motion, boom and push. So push this in and push that out, because you need to push the blade that direction to get it off. The Andis 5-speed is actually one of the easier ones to handle taking off the blade, okay? So we took off the blade. And sometimes you're gonna find, get yourself this blade brush and the cleaning kit. If you ain't cleaning your equipment, you got problems. And the toothbrush is only that big. All this brush is really awesome. So we're gonna brush all that out. I don't be spraying nothing in there. Don't be spraying stuff in there. I think when they change your blade drive, I think they may do a drop of oil, like not that oil, like wax, some other kind of stuff, but I don't even do that. Now, sometimes you're gonna put that blade back on. See if I do this? Boom. If you're not careful, it's gonna fall off. So I'm gonna put it here, okay? I've got my hands here, I've got my cord by my tummy. So if the clipper falls, I'm gonna push against the cord and hold it so I can grab it. Or do it on your bed with a towel there. Do it over and over and over, just like they taught me in grooming school. Do it over and over and over before you even touch a dog. I had to do it over and over and over with scissors and clippers for like months before they were like, you need to get this down. You need to memorize your tools. If you ain't doing it over and over and over and you decide you want to pick it up once a year or twice a year, then you break something, hello. If you don't do something regularly, it's not consistent. Take it out and get used to it. Even if you sit there and get used to it while you watch a movie. Sit on the floor, watch a movie, and play with your clipper. So boom, boom, right? 1, 2. There, 1, 2. Done. Take it off. Slide it back on. Then you're going to push it down. Oh, sometimes it only goes down this far. It won't click in because everything's brand new. It's fresh. It's not in there. Mine is really used up. Like it's ready to go. Sometimes I'll get a new blade and it won't shut. I'm like, shut, shut, shut. It won't shut. Hold this, not hard, just guide it and turn your clipper on. And it will pop in there. Let me do that again. It's right there, like, dadgummit, will you just, right? Especially those AGCs, they don't have a button. The AGCs are sometimes like, oh my gosh, sometimes I have to get a towel, put it over my blade and pop that sucker off because it's so brand new. It's a hinge in there. So if the hinge ain't moving, it's stuck. It's like, it needs some oil. But I don't do oil up in there. Just once it gets used to and you know what you need to do. So now let's just say let's imagine I have an AGC 2-speed and it won't shut. Hold here, don't let it go flying out. Hold there and turn your power on. Boom, it shuts itself. Like what it does, it lodges this blade drive, which moves back and forth, right? It lodges that right into that little groove right there. And that's what takes care of the blade going back and forth. That's your cutting edge. This piece right here, this will just break my nail, and I don't hardly have nails. This piece right here, and that's as far as I'm gonna do that, because if I take it out, guess what? The pressure and everything changes, and I'm gonna give this to my blade guy because I'm not the sharpener. So I'm not gonna pop that off and slide it in, and now I ain't doing none of that crap. That's where you might run into like, man, my blades always need work, or my blade ain't cutting right anymore. You keep messing with this stuff. Don't be messing with this unless you get some blade sharpening training, period. Leave it to them. You want a groomer, hire a groomer. You want a plumber, hire a plumber. You want a blade sharpener, hire a blade sharpener. Don't be trying to do it yourself. And really, you need somebody that knows how to do it for 10, 15 years, not these, no offense, some of these new guys be just making mistakes. How do I know it happened to me? So there's your blade drive, and you can now, if you're gonna do anything, you can slide this out and you can buy that ceramic edge I sell, or you can buy anywhere. You slide that ceramic edge and change this into a ceramic blade. But when they sharpen these, they sharpen this piece on this side and they sharpen this piece on that side. So you lose metal from both sides. The blade and the cutting edge. So if you just slide in your ceramic edge and never get this side sharpened again, you might find that a brand new 7-blade, brand new, never used, is actually sharper than you putting a sharp, clean, never used blade edge in there because you did not sharpen this piece on the inside. Does that make sense? Rewind it if you don't get it. Rewind it and listen to everything I'm saying if you don't get it. So now I'm gonna slide that back in there and see, it might be off groove a little bit. Put it here, turn it on, close it. That's just a second way. I don't like doing that. I just like shutting it. But I've heard groomers tell me, that's not how you do it. There's a ton of ways to do something. Everyone doesn't have the right way. This is just one way to handle your clippers. Now that Sonny is sleeping, we're gonna wake him up and get him on the table. So I hope this helps you, Poogie Puppy, get to what you wanna do. And before I let you go, on this subject, let me just show you one thing with the guards. This is any guard you're using, right? Any guard right here. This is an Andis, not any guard. This is an Andis guard set that fits and is designed to fit the Andis blades or the Oster blades or the wall blades or some of these other blades. This guard has hinges here that go back and forth. And I don't want to break a nail because I hardly have any. It's going to hurt. So this is a hinge. I love how there's no gap in there. On the walls, I've been using for many years. I still sell the walls, but the wall has a bit of a gap and that spring comes flying out all the time. Once you use it a lot, it comes flying out. So you can buy walls singularly. You cannot buy Andis guards singularly. Andis sells clippers in thousands of different types. So do walls, so do knockoff clippers, knockoff brands. Andis sells a lot of clippers that this is not going to fit. This is not going to fit a 5-in-1 blade. That's not what it was designed for. The 5-in-1, this is a wall clipper. This is a 5-in-1 blade. Again, when I'm grooming, this sucker can pop off. See how easy that was? When I'm grooming, this can pop off. This blade is not for that guard, period. If you don't know, you need to call me before you buy something. I hate wasting $30, $40 on something and it don't work. I hate that. But support us by shopping with us if you expect me to be your coach. I'm coming over here to change my 7-blade because this 7-blade is not designed for this guard or any guard. This 7-blade does not go with a guard, okay? It won't fit. It's not going to fit here. It won't fit. The 7-blade does not go under any guard. No. 10-blade. Here's an example. Andis ceramic edge. I have over there Oster, Ultra Edge. I have an Oster blade, which is a different brand. Andis ceramic, Andis Ultra Edge. I have a bunch of different blades. I have probably 13 10-blades. Why? They're the fastest ones to go dull. I use them the most, and if you drop them, they break. You want to have a backup plan. And they're the most common blade. If I go anywhere, all I need is a 10-blade to do the job I need to do, even if I don't shave the dog down. So it's always the blade I'm going to have, a handful. There's 13 right there, and I have 3 boxes over there. Look, 3 of those cardboard boxes has blades. So that tells you about how many 10 blades I probably have, and I like 7 too. So I have an abundance of 7s and an abundance of 10s ready to go. So I'm going to pop on my 10-blade. I'm going to do it like I showed you, like let's just say it got stuck. Turn it on and let it just suck it in there. Now I'm going to put on my guard, which I'm going to lay my guard right there like that. It's got two teeth. It goes on the back of the blade. How else is it going to stay on there? If it goes like this, is it going to stay on there? No, you got to hook it. You got to hook them, baby. Hook the blade right there. And I'm using a 10-blade, not a 40, not a 50, not a 30, not a 15. Don't do that. The teeth will break eventually. Don't do that. Use a 10-blade. Lay it right here. And Mason, if you're watching, thanks for letting me do this on your groom time. He's actually at home right now, not too far away. Lay your teeth right there, okay? If your guard don't look like this, I don't even want stuff in my face that I'm not going to use, so I don't even have the guards that go with that right here. I'm actually also looking for, I can't. I got the cat out running around, so I can't open the door right now without leashing Sonny. I was going to grab a wall guard to show you. It's very similar looking. Anyways, lay your whatever brand guard, but it's not the guards that cut. This clipper at $200 and something ain't coming with no guards. I'm going to just sound like that. They ain't doing that. It ain't a cheap clipper. So when it ain't cheap, they ain't gonna throw that kind of stuff in there. You ain't, they're gonna make you buy it separate, okay? Yes, I'm serious. You get this one for $100 something, they're gonna give you some blade guards they're gonna give you this blade, which I really love this, don't get me wrong. And they're gonna give you some guards. I never use the guards. They just slide, they're plastic, they slide right, wall, you don't have to give us the guards, baby. We don't use them, okay? You can just skip that and change your boxing because it's too big for shipment. Flat, that, make sure it fits in a regional A, B, or regional A or regional B, but this is too much. Anyways, so much to it. Talk to someone that uses your stuff and loves your stuff and really understand what they need. I have never, ever used the guards on this because they slide right through the hair. Doesn't grip the hair at all, and actually when it slides right through like that, it pushes the hair down. It won't capture the hair. Some of y'all are using the guards. Good on you. But as a groomer trying to go fast and do work, I have never used those guards. You see me always use this for face, feet, sanitary with no guards on there. This guard is not made for that blade. So even you go to the store, Walmart, Target, all these places selling a little bit of grooming equipment, just a real low cost kind of thing, just get you set up to like maybe you could shave a dog at home. It might last a couple months, might last less than a year, and then trash. Someone has never brought me a cheap clipper that I've seen for 15 years doing like bang. Even the Sunbeam one that I'm gonna do a demo on, that's an awesome clipper, love it, but it didn't last, 3 grooms is what someone told me. So, cheap though, 60 bucks or something like that. Take your 60 and the next 60 and then the next 60 and then buy you a good clipper. Okay, and do that with me, because I'm telling you to come to shop and support us at myfavoritegroomer.com, because I'm here sharing this free information for you. We've got our 10 blade on here. We're going to put our guard. We're going to do it one last time before we get started. Any guard that fits that 10 blade. 10 blade only, not the 15, not a 30, not a 40, not a nothing. I don't care what no one says. And you won't know until you do it. I put a 40. Someone told me to put a 40 blade on here. You know what happened to all them teeth? Yeah, 40 blade, $35, trash. Literally, in the trash. It like right there, boom. So 40 blade, no. 50 blade, no. 30 blade, no. 15 blade, no. 10 blade, yes. And that's direct from my sales guy at Andis. If you don't believe me and you want to call Andis yourself, email me and I'll give you his number. Boom. This is a workout on your fingers. See, I had to use a second finger. Come in here. Boom. Let me try it again. Boom. You got to pull it up off the blade. It's got to stick to the blade while you're cutting hair. It can't be loose. So how is it going to connect? It's going to connect by attaching itself with the springs here to the blade, right? So pull, and pull it off. It's not super easy, especially if you don't do it every day, but I do it really fast while I'm grooming because I've been doing this for over 20-something years. Boom, boom. Okay, and what did I say? Now you see it, now you can put this on repeat, and I'm gonna cut this out later and just do it alone so you can repeat that over and over. I need you to sit down on the floor, I need you to play with your equipment. I need you to know your equipment, I need you to understand what to do. Record yourself doing it so you can be like, look, before you start grooming, the night before, just like you study the Bible, the night before you get ready to groom the next day. You lay everything out, you do a test run with your equipment, you look at the video you did by yourself and make sure you're ready for the next day's grooming. If you are happy about what I told you, if this helps you, please like the video, share it, subscribe, and let's move into the grooming and let's go as fast as we can because we are already let Sonny over here chew himself up and waste time here. Tim, I'm going to try with the 7 because dogs that come in with, see how that was hard, right? So you just got to try harder, but keep pushing, pushing, pushing. It's going to come. Those of you guys who do have the AGC 2-speed, there's no button on some of these. It just looks like that. But I tell you, if you have a 10, if it says 7, right there, it says 7, 10. If you have a 10, a 7, a 15, a 40, a 50, a 30, a 5 1/4, a 3 1/4, 3 3/4, if you have a blade that looks like this, it's going to come off. I was on the phone with so many people about 3 years ago talking about, I need a new clipper, mine's broken, my blade won't come off. They be taking them off with the screws. Once you take your blade off with the screws, you can't even get that tongue out to put another. You left some things behind. Like you took your blade apart. How in the world are you going to put this back together with the tension it needs to cut again if you don't know how to sharpen and put the blade back together? You can't. So this one is a pop mechanism like that. And on the 2-speed, and I am a groomer with a backup clipper everywhere. You can see if I have a problem and my clipper fails, I ain't going to be able to not make that money. I'm gonna be able to finish the groom. I ain't gonna drive all the way up freaking 2 hours for a groom and not have a backup clipper. So some of y'all, this one actually does have the button. Look, it has that button right there, that little black thing that it looks like a little a lizard tongue. So you push that and pop it. But on the older ones, I don't have one on me right now, maybe at home. That doesn't look like that. It's just like that. And sometimes it's so hard. You know what I do? Go get a washcloth. This is a tap. Just imagine this is a washcloth. Get it washcloth and come in here, go boom, and then it'll come out. But not this one. This one has a tongue. I'm just giving you an example of one that if you don't have a tongue there and it's just like that, this blade's gonna come. You just need to push it hard, like boom. And sometimes I'm literally getting a towel because I'm like, it hurts my hand. Because that's new. You can sit there while you watch TV, like I said, and get that moving, get that moving, get used to it. Off and on, off and on. And if you don't want to close all the way, that's what you're gonna do. I do have shells. Yeah, Pookie Puppy, if you broke your shell, let me know what you broke. The motor might be fine. The motor is pretty strong, but we won't know until we actually see the clipper, or like I see it. And so you might have damaged something in here. I don't know. You could take me some pictures. You may have just damaged a shell. I have shells for the Andis 5-speed. You can buy those. As a matter of fact, you do so much donating, I hardly ever let you buy stuff unless you just secretly go back and order it. And then I just give it to you because I know you're doing it on purpose. But she does so many donations. When I go through, I very rarely, and she's sponsored me out to go to Hawaii to groom dogs, including hers. So I very rarely make her buy anything that she may need. So I'm not saying go order nothing, all right? All right, I hope this taught you something, and like I said, I keep saying this, but there's so much information when I'm working with y'all and letting you guys watch what I do. I really want you to have all. I don't know, Tracy, come over to YouTube and send them through YouTube, baby. Just try harder. I'm not sure, I don't have time to look into it, but thank you for wanting to send stars. I appreciate you. So this is the Dog Up Plus. This will actually help me with Sunny. If you order it on dogupstand.com, please put a note in there for me so I can see your internal note. If it helps you, you can go up, down, sideways with it, all different links. It's designed just like that. This, all different heights. All different heights. So we're going to use that with him part of the way. And let's get him on the table and let's go. Well, let me get my face mask, bro. He's got to wear a face mask while we're grooming. Stay there. Stay there. I'm sorry. See, Sunny has a cat at home too. One or maybe two cats at home. So I just let my cat hang out there. We usually do a 7 reverse all over, but sometimes because of his hair, I kind of look at it. I want to give him a groom that he needs based off of his skin, and sometimes we don't want to do it that short because of what his skin looks like, you know? Yeah, Tracy Jane Simmons. I would change your username to an AK alias, but I ship to UK all the time. And if you want to use Amazon, I have a UK Amazon referral link. So just please be sure to email me at dd_grooms@yahoo.com. That way, so if Honeybee or someone can put my email out there, that would be awesome. Sonia, I'm going to pick you up. Okay, there we go. I ship to UK, but you're right. It's expensive. If you stay under 2 pounds, you're around $25, I believe, for shipment price. If you're under 2 pounds, it's very specific. All right, we're going to use this. We're going to use this in a minute. Hey, baby boy. Hey, your wife is so hairy. So we try to groom him every 2 months, I believe. Every 2 months we try to groom Sunny. Sunny, yay, baby. Couple notes I have was definitely he does not like his nails done for some reason, and I think that's happened with old age. Oh, he's chewing a lot right now, so he's got a lot of, look at this, he's over there chewing it right now, so I know that that's really bothering him right there. He's super inflamed. So I had a little issue with my boy Doodle having the same problem, And I'll be real with you, I tried something to get him back to like, you know how you're like, man, what is bothering, right? You got to troubleshoot to figure out what it is. And so I got him, I didn't know what to do because I was having him on a little bit of soft food. I changed his dog food to a fish that Brownie eats, because Brownie's allergic to turkey and poultry. And we're going to go with the 7 blade and see how it looks, because if he's got a bad skin problems, I don't want it down to a 10. So then, this is some advice, because I'm going to tell the pet parent what this might work for him. So there's a few things you can do that I've seen other clients do, is go in and get a steroid shot. I'll do that so my head's not quite cut off all the way. You can go in and get your dog a this is not me as a veterinarian, I'm sharing with you information that other clients have told me about. You can go get a steroid shot, see how he's itching. You can get him on an allergy medicine for life. You can get him, what they might say is, I need you to take a migraine diary. If you've ever had to do like a diary of like, why are you getting migraines? You're going to do a diary of why you're itching for 1 year. I've already done this for myself. Did you? I say, if you're in your 20s, get ready in your 30s, and by 35 to 38 years old, you're probably going to want to do it too. You're going to say, wow, my body's changing. I'm having some problems and I don't know why. And then a year later, you're going to be like, okay, when am I having those problems? And those problems are usually in the air certain times of the year. And then those problems will change in the future. Like when I used to lose my voice. Now I haven't lost my voice in a few years because I know which month to start taking some allergy meds before those allergies get into the air. How great is that? So with him, I recommend it. But most people don't have the patience to do this self-study. If you look at your dog chewing like this until it's raw, I couldn't. I was looking at Boy Doodle like, what are you doing? Why are you doing it? And I had bought this, I told on live a few weeks ago, I was telling, because as the dogs were getting pregnant, I wanted to give them the supplements they needed. So I also ordered a supplement that had some really awesome stuff in it to prevent, you see in those advertisements on Instagram and stuff like that, with that one supplement that it's like, if your dog's itching, this will help him. So I was like believing it. Well, I got all different rescue dogs in my house and non-rescue dogs in my house, all different breeds, and I can tell you 3 of them were itching till they were bloody. So I got that supplement. I had only had them on that supplement for 4 days before, just 1 a day. I had them on that supplement, and what I ended up doing was taking everybody off the supplement. And then also having to now take Boy Doodle off the food he was eating and just giving him straight up like some turmeric, agave, for 3 days only, egg whites. He was eating only egg whites, and guess what? The itching stopped immediately. So the food plus the new supplement, it was too much for whatever his body did not like it. So today we incorporated the Blvd dog food that I sell. I want to just slowly introduce something else into his system and see if his body will allow it. And then you will see that you have to change dog food or whatnot, right? And you don't know until you're doing it, but the itching and the massive itching that you're seeing, that's what I recommend, is get him back to a baseline. This, for me and my dogs, this avoids medicine. This avoids putting my dogs on a lot of medicine to get past this time, because it's pushing Boy Doodle over to a clean diet, just like super clean, no additives, no nothing weird, nothing extra, no supplements, nothing, just clean. Egg whites, boom. And he was like, first night, stop itching. What? But now, like the diary, if you took a diary, I have a really good diary in my head, but if I had to write it out for somebody that I was going to leave my dogs with or something like that, you do the diary to figure out when you or your pets or people you love are having problems with stuff, you will start to see a repetition. And sometimes that diary takes a while to make, but once you make that diary, it's down. And you're able to figure out what you're allergic to and what time of year, day or night, as you like take things out and put things in the system. your house, your body is what I mean when I say system. Change the subject, make him look at me. He's about to look around, turn around, get busy. He does not like his feet done, so once I get to his legs and feet, I'm going to put the cone head on. So if we get to that point, we'll do that, but until then, let's just move around, you know what I mean? Move around. You notice with a sweet, happy dog like Sunny, when I have a high-pitched, sharp sound in my voice, his tail will wag, and he'll get really excited. But notice when I'm a drill sergeant, flat tone, bass line is 0, and I'm sitting here just talking, it's just loud, because I want to talk over my mask so you can hear me. He's not wagging his tail, but as soon as I high-pitch voice, boom, he's going to change his demeanor and start moving around a lot. We don't want that. If you come into someone's house or you're grooming a dog doing that and you notice it, start your tone a different way. Start to talk like you have a deep voice, like you're in theater and now you have to be more director. We can do a ton of exciting things that are fun and loving and exciting and happy and kisses, but not while I have a clipper or scissors in my hand. I don't want to do that. I want to stay professional for the dog until I'm confident we are kind of safe. And then we'll move in because he can be really wild on the table, which then in turn live on YouTube, if something happened, I'm going to regret it. So I need to watch what the heck I'm doing. So now we got the plus here. Holding my cord on my tummy. I need to get this area. It's best to reach it. Let's go this way. Best to reach it with him standing up where I could cut skin. I want to say that speed, I'm going to pretty short, I'm going to do 10, so I'm not going to spend any time here, it's a waste of time for me. Be sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and share, and a donation, everyone donating $1 will help me get to where I need to get to with all these aggressive dogs. I'd really like to have a home for them, no matter what, they never get put down. So all your donations are going towards me getting to that point in my career. I hope we can make it happen. And yeah, I dream really big. We can't do it alone, we have to do it together, and all I can do is ask for help because I cannot do that alone, you know? But one of my friends, he said a long time ago to me when I was in the Air Force, and then I got out, and he got out, and he did come back to me and say, Dee Dee, everything you say that is going to happen, happens. Like, if you put it into the universe, it's going to happen. So if you want, like, he said, do you not remember when I was in my 17, 18 years old, right? He's like, don't you remember when you were that age in Germany, your first station, and you said you're going to run your own business? I had no idea what business I would be running, but I forgot. And he said, did you not remember that you said you were going to run your own business? And this was like 10, 12 years ago that he said this to me, and I was like, did I? And he's like, yeah, you said that, and now look at you, you know? So if I put it out there, and that's what I really want to do, then I'm gonna make it happen. Whatever cost that might take, and however long it might take. It might not be overnight, but it's constantly working in the back of my head. I'm giving him and I a little break. So now I'm gonna do a sanitary while I have my 10 blade on. You got poop right there. You got that all cleaned out now. Mental note, you're gonna do anal glands, and I'm gonna wash with a towel really good back here because it's funky monkey. Okay, to do some of this rest stuff, I wanna move the plus, but let's see if I can get your armpits here. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Don't get mad at me. Are you giving me a warning? Just because the toe wags doesn't mean that he's happy to kiss me happily. I think I felt a warning, so I'm going to use the cone head. For him, I am going to use one, but I do have a listing now that's for two, because I usually use two, one that goes flying off and one that sticks around. You can get those in a set, small, 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 or large, large, or medium, medium. That way you have a backup plan. When it goes flying, you got one more to figure it out. Otherwise, they're going to attack. All right, let me see here. What is that skin tag right there, bro? You must be getting older, you getting skin tags and be hanging out, you know, fucking hanging out now like when we get older, you getting skin tags? Hate them things, man, I cut them off. That little skin tag right there could easily be cut off, man. Right there. You need to go have Daddy tattoo that green so I don't cut it off one day. I'm just kidding. It's hard to see that. When did that happen? Okay, up. Thank you. Go up here. Because of his size, I'm not going to lift him up. It may injure his back, or in the long run, help to injure his back a lot. So usually we go up. I wouldn't do that here. So you just do the best you can in getting what you need to get under the tummy, his private parts, under his legs. As they get older, you don't want to keep stretching the limit on what their capabilities are. You just have to think 1 year is 7 years, and so 6 months is 3 years. And if you are aging pretty fast, you don't want to have your back pinched a lot, okay? Just keep that in mind. 1 year is 7 years. 6 months is half of that. So, what we want to do may not always look the same, and I can feel it. Like, I'm not going to make him do that. He may jump and do all this like he normally does at home, but it doesn't mean it's okay. One day he may pull his back, and I had 2 Shih Tzus that just under his size, and that's what happened to one of them. Just a bad day, pulled his back. He was on bed rest for 6 months, and I can tell you right now, bed resting your Shih Tzu, oh no, that's a bad day. You feel so bad. Bed rest means kennelled and not able to move a lot, and so that pin that you see that I have, that's why I got that. At some point, that was like Duke's pin. And Suey pulled his back twice in his lifetime too. So both of my Shih Tzus did. So with this insight, there's things I will and will not do during grooming, and I'm sharing it with you now so you can have it food for thought as you groom dogs that are getting older. Hold on, hold on. Okay, I'll let you sit now. All right, you can sit now. Now I'm going to pop on that 4 guard. I read my notes. It said 4 guard on a 10 blade for his tail. Going down, not reverse, going down. All one length. All right, let's do the legs now. I really want to do, so 7 body, and let's just go straight up with the 10 blade legs. Don't get mad at me. Good boy. Good boy. Thank you so much, Senior Flag Girl, for your donation. Thank you. Pin blade down the legs. It was a 7 blade down the body, so we'll come and blend this here in a minute. Give yourself some hair there so you can blend it. Don't just take it all with the 10 or it'll be too high on the shoulder and too low on the leg to blend it. So you want to leave yourself some hair there. I almost took too much on that side. Right there next to that, you want to, right here, you want to, I like to go reverse right there. What was funny is when I first started grooming at PetSmart, really, this nub here, this up above pad, there's a name for it, I'm sorry, I don't know it off the top of my head. his pad right here, they didn't really show us how to blend that. I would really struggle with the hair that's right under that. And then finally one year in my own business, I realized, take all this off, all that hair underneath, and the hair on the nub. Just take it off. It depends on the cut you're doing, but take it all off and clean it up. It's part of his body, like just, that's fine. You know what I mean? That's fine. So that's what I do right now. Sometimes while I'm in there with the 40 blade, I'll lightly do it, or I'll do a 10 down and a 10 reverse to clean it all up under there. So I don't have to come back later and pull it up and trim it with scissors. You're already there with the 10 blade. And for the first, I think back in the day, it was like the first 300 dogs they would inspect. And they never showed you what to do with it. They would just go, whether you left a little bit of hair underneath that nub back there, or you took it all the way off. It wasn't like they ever came back and said, no, take that all the way. No one ever told me, you know what I'm saying? Just like no one ever told me how to do nail trim. They just hand you a nail trimmer. At the time, now it's changed. Now it's completely different. They want you to Dremel more than doing a nail trim, okay? And the reason why, I think it's easier to throw, which it is, it's easier. I tell people, if you keep hitting the vein, you need to get a Dremel. I like getting that hair out of the way because I like a clean table, but I also, when they step on it and they have the pad here, it moves the hair around, and then it's just like, oh, I gotta clean this up because now it's stuck to the pads. All right, we're gonna go into doing the pads. I'm gonna grab a 40 blade because that's what I love doing the pads with, because it cleans them up so easy and fast. However, I do have a note on there. I just recall that his pads are really sensitive now with the allergy issues. And since the allergy is bothering his entire body, I personally, if he were in my house, I would probably bring him down to the egg whites only, and then I would change his dog food. That's what I would do. And it might take 1 year to figure out the next dog food he should be on, but the itching should not. It's red here, it's red here, it's itching here, it's itching here, it's on his back, it's everywhere. He is really like you know how it's like a hot flame? His whole body is just on fire. Do you mind if I turn you this way? So if it was grass, his pads right now would be really, really raw. They're not hardly that raw. It's his body. So likely it's something he's doing every day, and most of the time, what is it we do every day? We eat. You don't always spray the cologne on. You don't always spray that cologne on. You don't always go for a walk. You don't always stay outside for a long time. So, oh, there you go. Hold on. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me, please. Don't get mad at me when I look in here. Thank you. Don't get mad at me, please. Don't get mad at me. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Don't get mad. Thank you. Thank you, Sonny. Okay, you know why? Because he doesn't want me to do it. He was like, please stop. Leave me alone. Don't mess with my feet. Good boy, Sonny. Hey, good boy. Good boy, Sonny. Good boy, Sonny. Turn, turn, turn. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. Rub, rub. Oh, not yet. Not yet. Don't look at me. Look at the camera. Don't worry about me. No, no. Don't worry. Don't worry. We've been doing this how long now? Don't do that. No, no. Come forward. Come forward. You're all right. No, I know. Let me look. Let me look. Good boy. Don't bite. Don't bite. No, no. Let me see. Let me see. Good boy. Let me see. Let me see. Yep, I see the vein. You're good. Last ball. Let's go over here. Turn that way. Look over there. Don't worry about me. Let me see your dew claw. Good boy. Rub, rub. Good boy. Good boy. Let me see this one. No, no. Don't do that to me. No, no. No biting. No biting. Okay. So Dad's ex-boyfriend used to do the nails and hit the vein. That's why we'll never, ever face a good nail trim. So the couple times back I said, hey, that's not allowed. Please, I don't care if it's a favor and free, this is doing more harm. So now it's finally stopped, I think. So if you hit the vein, it's going to harm the dog in the long run. Even then, in that moment, they just may not freak out. But you can see, look at him. He's happy. He's such a happy dog. But that person doing the nails wasn't doing them properly. And this is what we do for nails every time, no matter if I've never harmed him. Someone else was. And they're still friends, so it's like, are you sure he's not doing them? You know what I mean? We had that talk. Who did it? Who did it? Who did it? Changing the subject with the tones of my voice, so then he stopped bucking, didn't he? Who did it? Who did it? Who did it? Focus on my voice. Good job. Yeah, all done. All done. Who did it? Who did it? Come here. Come here. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Oh, let me get a hug. Oh, yes, you did something. Yes, I did something. Yes, I did. You did something. Yes, you did. You did something. Ooh, you did something. Yes, you did. Okay? Okay, we still have to do your face. Okay, all that. I told you we could party. I gave you some partying. Now, let's do your face. Wait. Chotamate. How can you not love this guy? Oh my, oh my, my, oh my. One more time, one more time. This is the end, you guys. This is the end. I'm going to do a quick recap, bathe him, and he's going to air dry home. And boom, I'll see you tomorrow or the next day or tonight. Matter of fact, tonight. See you guys tonight. We're going to do 4-guard reverse all over. 4-guard reverse teddy bear head. What am I talking about? All over. See, the calm down is like, what, 2 minutes? So it's not that I don't want to do all that right then, but with different dogs, they're really wild and that's dangerous. So I wanted to do, it's such a hard thing to do his nails, you know, and meaning he had been through trauma. So as soon as I'm done with that, I want him to know, I love you, you did great, you know what I mean? do that with one hand. And the clipper holding a hand either. Close the mouth all the way, boom, boom. That's a dog that's not biting, okay? Not biting you. Tin blade's still good. Ceramic is gonna get hot slower. Let me see, close your mouth, close your mouth. Watch the tongue, hold it. He's not aggressive here, so that's good. You get all that short. Let me see, let me see. Good job. Bless you. Is that hairy? He does not like his ears done, so be careful as I'm looking. He might snap and bite me. Oh, close your mouth. There you go. We're going to come and fade that together. See, I left some here, and oh, I left some here to fade. Okay, so let's get our foreguard back, which is here. Hard into the fade and then slightly level off, okay? Hard here because this is 10 and this is 7, so hard in and then level off. Outside is just some dirty hair because the hair is dirty, so it'll change a little bit. That's a nice little fade there. You're not going to be able to, you can't tell. We went from 10 to 7. When hair is dirty and it dries, there might be some stragglies. That's just natural. That's what's going to happen. Dirt holds the hair down. So how the ears were when he got in here and how they've been looking since I did a foreguard down, that's 2 months of grow out, okay? I'm changing my tin blade. Good job. Good job, not getting mad at me. Yeah. Let's see, don't get mad. I'm not shaving what's in the ear, I'm shaving what's around the outside of the ear, but I have to hold the flap up to do that. And then I'm shaving just a little bit on the flap itself. And watch that little interesting pocket right there. But anything inside the ear, like way in there, needs to be pulled out, not shaved. If you shave it, it's harder to grab it. All right, I love the bubble tip when you're working with a dog that does move around a lot. But I do have another curved scissor and a couple other curved scissors you're welcome to also use. And then you can come in now with the cheeks if you want to do blending shears here. It just depends on what I end up with, if I'm going to do what I want to do over here. On a non-biting dog, I'm going to come in, just put my finger, rest my thumb on the muzzle and close his mouth. Really want to watch his tongue. And here, just trim inverted V. Or just straight over. It just depends on what that hair is doing for you. Have some control of the head, okay? You have to. You don't want to hold the head. You want to let them spin around and act all like that, this and that. That's how they get hurt. So all this right here, we need to fix that with the guard so it's nice and even with the other side, because that's what we did. So let's do the same thing on this side to this side. Close. Up. Okay. A lot of up and down looking, right? Now when it comes to the little tiny hairs around the lips, if you're not comfortable doing this, don't do it. But what I like to do is trim with a sharp point tip because it grabs the hair. The bubble tip is awesome, but it pushes the hair around. And so when he opens his mouth, there's a couple pieces here that I'm not holding anything. I'm just guiding his jaw. Don't hold your breath. Wait. Okay, let me go like this. Let me pull this lip up. That's good. Good boy. Don't do that. Don't do that. See? Anything curled out into his mouth is going to cause his teeth to rot. So I really like to capture those, especially on our senior dogs. See his teeth? Like that right there. We don't want that in there. Let me let you see his teeth if you can see them from that far. Flip that way. See that right there? All that. You can do two finger zoom on your screen. Come back this way. One more. See all that? We want to help prevent that from getting really, really bad just by making sure the hair is taken care of. As a groomer, that's what we should take our extra time to do that, okay? Okay, not done yet. I need to trim your ears now. Now that we did a 4-guard everywhere, we want to come back and do a trim around the ears, okay? And Pete, thank you so much for your donation. Woohoo! Thank you. And since he really screams a lot with his ears, and I see him every 2 months, I don't pull ear hair every time because there's hardly in there. I just keep it maintained. So I don't like to get him that riled up every time. So we're going to not do his ears today. I may do his ear cleaning only in the bath, but there's hardly any ear hair. So if you're taking care of ear hair that's growing out of inside the ears, then you really don't have to do it every single time because you're just maintaining them, which is awesome. You see a little bit, grab it, but you don't have to do bulk ear pulling, which is super painful for some dogs, and they can have a very negative reaction and hate every time they come into the groomer. So just work with that dog and get to a place where you are doing it every now and then, but just glancing and doing a little maintenance as you get to that point. See, there's not enough for me to go put him through that right now, so I'm not. But next time, I'll make a note to his chart. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull whatever's in there, even if it's just a couple swipes of pulling. One last tidbit is to double check his feet. So I sell these, I call them shaper brushes because that's what I really use them for. I'm gonna push up on his feet and the top and double check mats in his toes. And since he hates it, I have a something in my mind that says just use a cone head just in case. Because the other day I was relaxed and I got bit by Max. He didn't break skin, but he scraped me pretty good. And it's still bruised. So don't get relaxed. It's just a reminder of like, hey, he bit me while I was just towel drying him. So just, if you know your dog, if you know the dogs you groom too, I don't care who says what, just do what you know. And I'm using the mini so I can spread his fingers apart and look at the same time. I don't want to laugh yet. I can't. Nope, I can't laugh yet. Can't do that yet. No laughing yet. Don't make me laugh. Turn that way. Turn that way, please. Could you? You can turn that way, right? I want to make sure nothing's matted in there. Could you tell he's got this big, huge bump right there? It's hard to see. As our pups get older, man, things start to change. Just like they change on us. Let me see. Let me take a good look. You don't want to give it to me, please? Let me see this one. Let me see this one now. Thank you. You're looking in there too? Yeah, it's raw. Just want to look. You came out of the green look? So smart. So smart. No, you can't go anywhere yet. Nope. No, can't go anywhere yet, love. Can't go anywhere yet, okay? I'm going to do a loop through here. Pick up your scissors before it kicks them off. Forward. Forward. No, forward. Forward. Stop. Stop trying to get out. No. No. Settle down. Settle down. Settle down. Settle down. I know you don't like your feet messed with. Can I see this one now again? Let's double check. Let me double check. I have to. Don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath. There you go. Breathe. Everyone breathe. We're not doing your nails anymore, okay? We're done with that. Nope. 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 Sunny. Nope. Steady Betty. Put your foot up there, honey. Nope. 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 Good boy. Good boy. If you can't tell, whatever I'm doing is a little irritable. And I'm not even doing the nails, so something is still very irritable here. Because trimming feet doesn't hurt. Whatever's happening with the feet does, okay? Whatever's happening in the feet does hurt. So I'm telling you, he is, you know how you ever have allergies? Like, let's just say this one time, it happened twice. I don't know if I changed or laundry detergent. Has anybody ever had all those hives when you change laundry detergent and how inflamed you were? Oh my goodness, man. I put on some clothing. I can't believe that tells you when you use laundry detergent, that stays in your clothing, people. My body was so inflamed. It took 3 days to go away. And you're panicking like you don't think it's ever going to go away. And it does go away. It's crazy how the skin works. But that's the feeling I feel like they have. He can't tell me, but his body language does tell me. You know what I mean? Done deal? Done deal? Oh, good boy. Oh, good boy. Hi. Hey, let me take this off. Thank you. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching Dee Croy with My Favorite Groomer. I'm so glad you're here. I could not do it without you. I love entertaining you and bringing you live grooming. We will see you on the next video. But before we leave, I'm going to scan through the live chat right now and then say goodbye. Thanks, everyone on Facebook for writing. I appreciate you out there. See, he's totally itching right now. Again, thanks for the donations, you guys. Woohoo! Thanks for donating on the live chat. Hey, everybody. Hey, Nikki. Hey. Oh, should I show you him? He's so cute. Hey, Nikki. Hey, MP. What's up? How we doing? Senior Fly Girl. I can get down just fine. It's getting back up. That's a challenge. That's what Cynthia said. Daniel Brown. What's up in New Zealand today? I love you. Hey. I'm very tired and I'm very grumpy today. MP, thanks for writing and moderating. I appreciate you. Happy Valentine's Day, New Zealand. Woo! Daniel, he's so great. Did you email me yet? I want to see what y'all look like. Pookie Puppy, oh, I need this lesson. I hope you loved the lesson. Be sure you save it, and then I will have the video redone later for you. So it's just that. You don't have to watch the whole live. Thanks, you good. Okay, Mary, hey, what's up, Mary? And Mary says, hi, Jan, doing well today. I hope the same for you. I love it when y'all chit-chat, become friends. Is that, yep, there we go. Cute puppers. I am probably going to groom him for the rest of his life, and I'm so blessed. He is such a sweetheart, and he gives so many kisses. Thank you, Kathy, for dropping in and saying good dog groomer. Appreciate that. His wagging tail is keeping the table dusted off. Ah, yes, it is. Kirk, hello, what's up? You look like you're a doctor, Dee Dee. Thank you, Kirk. What's up? Alyssa, hi, Dee Dee. Hi. What am I reading? Everything. Hi, Alyssa. Oh, Alyssa. Hi, Alyssa. Leanne, hi. What's up? Pookie Puppy. I'll rewatch and keep trying to put the blade on my clippers over and over. Laugh out loud. I hope that means that you're just doing it for practice, Pookie, but you are able to get the blade on. Now, hear me out. I don't know what your clippers look like after they've been dropped. So if something else is broken that I didn't cover because mine are not broken, then it may be possible that something else needs to be fixed before a blade will go on. So in order to, and I say this, but please support us. Please support myfavoritegroomer.com. Don't just text me a bunch of questions and you've never even ordered or even, you know what I mean? So Pookie has donated a lot, ordered a lot, and so I have a direct line of communication with Pookie. I wouldn't do that with some of these awesome YouTubers. I wouldn't just say, hey, I'm here and I want you to tell me what to do, but I'm going to go buy it over there. I wouldn't do that to somebody, so I wouldn't expect someone to do that to me. If you bought something through Amazon, or not even Amazon, I love Amazon. Amazon is a place that puts sellers in one location. Amazon itself is not each individual seller. Like I sell dog up stands. But I'm not all the people on Amazon. So how you speak it is the truth. You pick you pick a product, and if you're not looking at who you buy from and looking at their ratings and looking at them, you're just buying from whoever. You're not even paying attention. And this is why we don't make things in the United States, because we can't make it at that price. So pay attention to what you're doing. Pay attention to what you're ordering. Pay attention to the reviews. Pay attention to the quality of the goods before you order them. So if you are gonna text me direct line, know that that should come with support. It shouldn't be like, I'm gonna use you, even though it's free on YouTube, I'm gonna still use you and use your time, but I still am not investing in you. I'm gonna give you what you give me back. So if I check you, which means I send you all the links, and you don't go do self-study, and you don't support, then hey, I can't help you. But if you order from me, you dang right I'm gonna get on the phone with you because I appreciate you, because you can shop anywhere. If you order from a seller on a different website, then you should be talking to that seller. And if they're not able to talk to you about products you order, then maybe you're not getting the customer service you should be paying for. So when you order for $1 or $2 or more here, you get that line of communication. And I just want you to know that. It's the truth. There's no seller on Amazon that I wrote me back and told me how to do something, right? That's why we have YouTube for it. So if someone like me is helping you, support them, because we can't stay in business if you don't. And I'm not talking only about me. I hope to remind you that you have a community that you live into, and products and businesses that you drive by every day. Support your local community, because the people that are in your community, that fund your community, that provide food and product in your community, they can't survive if you don't support them. They will be just going away, okay? I hope you know what I'm talking about, and I hope you hear the business sense of that thinking and just supporting your community in general. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. I couldn't do it without you. We'll see you on the next live video, which might be this evening. Be sure you're subscribed. You are if you're chatting, but be sure you're subscribed if you haven't chatted, so that you get our next live notification. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.